Well, that's something we could always do in the future, too.
Yeah, we can plan a night for that.
I'm an idiot.
Oh, we're listed as GTA 5 today. Hey, see, you can tell we were playing it last night. While he's messing with that, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I've been playing. I know it's an older game, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. I want to touch base on that because you have your PC version, you have your console version. Both fantastic games, right? Now, they're both different. The console version actually had more of the content available to it before PC. It came out later in a patch. But I want to talk about the season. Season 2 is about to end. I believe it is on April 8th. And then Season 3 is going to start on April 10th. Both Adam and myself, we did Season 2. I didn't partake in Season 1 because I really didn't understand the concept behind it and I wasn't interested. But then I found out you get some cool stuff. Like once you complete it, you get this transmog gear, stuff like that. A lot of fun. But I kind of lost interest. Like
we both got characters to max level, and that was it. It's like, hey, what do we do now? I mean, it's still Diablo 3. It still feels the same. It was nice leveling up a new character.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was. But
and my big thing is with Diablo 3 is they need to add more actual content. The rifts are fun, but I'm still waiting for the next
patch. There's so much stuff coming out. It's going to be insane. They're tweaking it so much because they're actually trying the way it looks because they've been nerfing. Everybody complains about the nerfing in the game.
Yeah.
One class is, this class is overpowered, so it gets nerfed. Just like any other game you basically ever played as an MMO.
I hate that.
Somebody's always crying.
Somebody's always complaining because their favorite class is the least damage, whatever. Like right now, they're trying to build every class to be somewhat OP. And right now, they've made them so powerful that people have been able to exploit things and do greater rips at such high levels so easily.
Yeah.
They're actually trying to work it down a little bit because they're so strong. And
I mean, we would.
There's really no skill at that point. I mean, it's just push a button and walk through a room. I mean, that's how I feel it is.
There's still a lot of skill required because you got to learn all the buttons.
You get to that extreme level.
You got to learn the full button.
You got to press at the right time.
I meant skills, all right? I meant skills, okay? Not just buttons.
You got to learn those 4 buttons.
No, they got the 2 mouse ones.
That's 6.
There's 6
on PC, okay.
All right, I don't do math, okay? I do the science. So 6 buttons is a lot for me. But the game itself, the new patch, there's some new legendaries coming out. They look amazing. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but guys, if you want to look into it, go ahead, check it out. There's some leaked information out there. You can go watch a PTR. People are streaming the game. I'm not involved in PTR.
I don't bother with it.
I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I save myself for the finished product. I always do that. And when you get into it, you just
coming from the person that said they want instant gratification.
Well, that's why I save myself.
Oh.
So when I get that, I'm just like, I'm like, I have tissues there, and I'm
when
ready
you're done,
to go.
you go to sleep.
Hey,
Exactly.
Meanwhile, the game's still waiting to be played.
Yeah, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I go outside and I pretend I'm smoking, and I'm just like, this is so great. But the console version, I've been like craving to. What did you? I don't even know what you just said. But I've been craving to play the console version again. I was playing that for a while. Don't ban me, please. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I got my hands on some content. I mean, on modded gear. And actually, a gentleman joined the game with me. I was streaming live.
Same exact thing happened to me.
He jumped in with the game. He's like, "Hey man, I can take you through Greater Rift 100, and you can level up real fast." I'm like, "Awesome, sweet, let's do this." I get in there, and he's one shot and everything. We finished the Greater Rift in like a minute. I'm like, "What? What did you do?" He's like, "Here, man, take this, take this." He's duping everything, and now I have this modded gear, and it kind of killed it for me a little bit.
Yeah,
it totally killed it for me.
So I haven't touched the game on consoles since that day. But
I played it on console once. I was over at a friend's house, and she had like the duplicated gear and stuff like that. I'm like, how is this fun?
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. You just walk around and press a button.
Yeah,
and you just clear everything in the room, and you just keep walking through.
Yeah, that's not fun. I like the challenge, and right now Diablo 3 for me, it's not a challenge.
No, it's really not, and that's why I am not playing the game until the patch comes out.
I
wanted to touch base on that because it is going to be coming out soon. I believe they announced that it will be coming out before Season 3. So
that's a couple days.
Yeah, so we're looking to hopefully get it within the next week. I don't have an exact release date because I don't even think they've announced it because it's still in PTR right now.
Speaking of announcing things, when you're done, I want to talk about the Nintendo Direct.
All right. Well, I am now done.
All right.
Carry on, sir.
So I sent you guys the notes on Nintendo Direct.
There was a lot of notes.
I'm like,
it was an hour-long Nintendo Direct. It was garbage. Nintendo needs to get with the program here. People don't want to see a trailer for a game that you announced in 2013. Here's the trailer. We'll tell you more when we have it. It's 2015. The game was announced 2 years ago.
That's classic
Right, yeah.
Nintendo, though.
See, a couple years ago, Nintendo said.
Here comes. This is it.
Nintendo said we will not announce. We won't really push anything until it's within 6 months of release.
Right, and I'm sure that was their intent, but that's not what they executed.
No, and that's what they haven't did. The biggest announcement in this Nintendo Direct was more DLC for Mario Kart 8. That was their biggest
was
announcement.
it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe get some Fast and Furious cars on there.
No, it's you get 2 more circuits. You get 200cc, which I do want to play 200cc because 150. I'm just too good for the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I haven't played Mario Kart in a long time.
But
Don't break that arm, patting yourself on the back.
But yeah, but they didn't announce really anything else. They told us about like Yoshi's Woolly World, which looks exciting, and they're starting to milk it with microtransactions and premium
That's
services.
Nintendo.
I can't get into them.
Like they're adding.
I pay for a game.
I don't understand, and
I
understand the rabid Nintendo fan base just baffles me because you're constant, like the whole thing they constantly put Nintendo up on this shelf as they're the best thing in the world, but every year you talk to those same people, they're very disappointed about what they're getting in return
I'm not
for
a
their
fan.
loyalty.
I'm not a fanboy in any way. I grew up with Nintendo as
You're borderline, I would say.
No, if anything, I like PlayStation more than anything else.
I believe I've had every single Nintendo console except for the exception of the Wii U that's out.
Yeah,
Wii U.
but don't get me wrong. Like, I'm just sick of Nintendo pulling this garbage. I mean, and not only that, Amiibos. Amiibos.
Cash.
It's a
This is
cat.
something I'm not even
it
familiar
is.
with.
Amiibos. It's essentially you put it on the controller and it adds something to the game.
Okay.
They're doing something where if you put the Amiibo on the controller with the 30th anniversary of Mario, you're gonna get to play a snippet of one of like 30 some games. You get to play like a level of Super Mario.
Okay.
But the Amiibo has 3 different games on it, but they're not set. So if say you wanted to get one that had Super Mario World or whatever you wanted to play a little bit, you're not guaranteed that. What's up, Dan? But it's really screwed up.
so
And
you
then,
don't even know what you're gonna get. It's almost like
yeah,
picking
it's
up
so you can get a Mario Amiibo and then it'll have Zelda on it.
Okay.
Oh, that's
It's-
kind of cool. I kind of
I like
That's
that.
a little
But
interesting.
one of the big things with that is they have
How much are you paying for these?
they're like $10
That's
a
the
piece.
thing, you know.
But
They're
still.
not $10 a piece.
No, some of them I say, well, $60 for one online.
Yeah, but they're $10 a piece if you are available to get them in the store. It's the whole profit or words, supply and demand. There we go. It's all about supply and demand. They're not making enough for the demand, and people are going to. It was like Tickle Me Elmo years ago,
Oh, okay.
where people would go pay $40 for a Tickle Me Elmo. Go in the parking lot. It's like I'll give you $200 for that.
Yeah.
My brother paid $200 for a Tickle Me Elmo for his son 1 year.
Oh, unbelievable.
And
Yeah, I
it's-
remember that craze.
But and on
So
top of that,
Nintendo creates a product, they shorten up the supply part of it, and they don't equal it to the demand so they can make money because they're not making games. I don't know, that's the way I look at it.
That's a good point. I like that.
yeah.
Business
That is a
school's
good
paying
point.
off.
Well, it's not money. Nintendo doesn't have to worry about money.
Everybody has to worry about money.
Nintendo doesn't. Nintendo
I
last
kind of agree where you're going with this. I'm
Is that why
sorry.
they're so lazy?
last reported, Nintendo was sitting on something like $3 billion, just sitting on it.
I can sit on that.
Just because with the Wii, the original Wii was a GameCube with motion controls. They made a
Right.
$180 profit
Off
per
of
system
each
at launch, which
Yeah.
never happens.
Yeah. Usually launch is always a loss.
Exactly. So they made $180 profit per system at launch, and they sold what, 40 million Wiis?
I have no idea.
It was pretty good. I mean,
They were smart, but now
Yeah.
they're still trying to be gimmicky, and it's not working out for them.
No, I just want to see. Okay.
we're good.
All right.
Yeah. Roger.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, that's what we've been playing for the week, and you see, we brought in some other topics there too. But you know, that's just us being us. We have a good time with it. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about some other fantastic stuff that's going on. First thing I want to bring up personally is a thing that RefragNation.com is doing for the gaming community, which is fantastic. Adam himself coded it into our website. It's an amazing feature. It's called the Featured Streamer of the Week. Stupid green screen, don't ruin my conversation here. But as you saw, the first featured streamer was Adam himself, which I thought was suitable because he is an excellent man, and it worked
you.
out very well. You're a good man.
And this
Mick-
week,
we had Mick D's LP.
Mick D's LPs, love the man. One of my good friends. I met him through Twitch and some mutual streamers and whatnot. Love the man.
Yeah.
Really good content. He's doing a fantastic job too. He's getting a lot of growth lately.
And we actually have our PR director, Joshy. Thank you very much for doing an amazing job on this, by the way. But we have our next featured streamer of the week, which I'm going to announce, which is going to be Bexius. You can follow her on Twitter at Bexius, Bexiyish.
Correct.
And then you can also go check her out on Twitch and give her a follow. And if you want, go on refragnation.com starting next week. You'll be able to watch her on there as well.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's as of tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is next week. Well, tomorrow's Easter. I don't know. It's up to you.
It's automated.
Oh, it's up. Yeah. Okay. Well, what he said. But either way, go ahead and check that out. It's awesome feature. Give the gaming community some extra exposure. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that idea because we are about the community. We're about the gamers.
Yeah.
We're not about all that other hoopla and
There you go. Matt's posting links for it.
yeah, there you go. But we're all about the gaming community, and I want to stick that way. And if anybody else out there watching right now is interested in ever being a part of our featured streamer, go ahead and contact Joshy12. What's his Twitter?
It's www.twitter.com/Joshy12, but there's 2 I's, so it's JOSHIIE 12.
All right, there you go, guys. Go ahead and hit up Joshy12 on Twitter if you're ever interested in being part of the Refrag Nation featured streamer of the week. Excellent thing to have happen. We're also going to be talking about now, which I think is a great topic, special edition consoles. I know on April Fools they were throwing out all this crazy stuff about the one that Marty brought up, which was pretty funny, was the Steam console, which
If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty crazy.
sorry, green screen got me.
What a design concept that thing was.
Squirrel.
They sold it out that they were going to sell this console, but it's pretty cool looking if you get a chance. Like, I believe you could probably just Google Steam console April Fool's.
Yeah, it was all over. It was-
Yeah.
We were talking about this last night with the April Fool's jokes. I'm sick of them already. Hands down. I'm just sick of them. They're not funny to me anymore. They were funny years ago. We were talking about...
It's funny how they're bringing in these April Fool's.
The one that gets you, and that you're disappointed when you find.
Yeah.
You remember what? Wait a minute, it's April 1st. Damn it! And then you hate it for the rest of your life.
like I said last night, I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. But Mushroom Kingdom Hearts was on a website like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I got so pumped. I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's April 1st. And I literally just walked away from my computer. I was so
You already
upset.
know at that point.
Well, all the April Fool's jokes aside, because I don't want we can go on this topic for at least a half hour, a minimum. I want to talk about. I know we talk a lot about PS4 because we are PlayStation fanboys. Xbox One, I'm sorry.
I had Xbox One. I
He
enjoyed the
did,
console.
and I converted him
He did.
to the brighter
He did.
side of life. He has been converted. He now knows. Okay.
They're both good consoles. I can't say anything bad about the Xbox One. I did
Oh,
enjoy
I
the
can
Xbox
say plenty.
One. I
But
really did.
either way, Microsoft, I pretty much guarantee you're never gonna like us.
I know you
but
say you don't like
it
talking to
is.
your console, but I loved coming home at the end of the day and saying Xbox on.
Well, if I
And
could
then it would
say...
turn my TV on, it would turn my stereo on, it would turn
if I
everything
could say,
on.
you know, Xbox make me a sandwich, or Xbox rub one out for me.
Yeah, Xbox Roll one up. I like that.
I believe that was a
idea
special edition Xbox.
Oh, they had-
Was that one?
It was going back to
Princess
talking
Peach
about
one?
these special edition consoles.
better. Yeah, but we're actually one huge one that we want to talk about coming up. I'm not a big. I haven't played the other versions of the game, but Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight Special Edition PS4 console has been announced. It has been announced where the initial limited edition includes the game and a special edition steel, gray steel limited case and console. All right, that's what it is.
Right,
It's just the
That
outside.
manual on
Yeah,
it.
you could go through
The
some
starting
stickers on
price
it.
of
Very cool.
10 cents,
$450, which I think is definitely worth
$450,
it.
yeah.
In all honesty, I'm all right with consoles. It goes back to supply. It goes back to supply and demand. I mean, I picked up a couple special edition consoles in my lifetime. Like my 3DS is the Legend of Zelda.
Oh, I have the Destiny PS4.
I will smack the shit out of you. You don't interrupt me.
Negative.
Like my 3DS is the Zelda Link Between Worlds one, but I didn't have a 3DS at that time, so it was justifiable buying it. Whereas with the special editions, you got the people that already have a PS4 that are going to go out and buy, a special edition console. I've done that myself with my Xbox 360. I went and picked up like the Modern Warfare 2 one, and then I picked up the Gears of War 3 one. So I was sitting on 3 Xbox consoles at one point.
It's a cool looking console, though. I definitely like
Well,
it.
one of the big things with Gears of War 3 is that I look like
lame.
I like Gears of War 3.
Carry on.
I like the
Sorry.
Gears games.
I like the
enjoyed
Gears
them.
games.
Gears games are good.
They were good games.
They're
I'm
great.
the only one that hates them here, guys. I
Oh,
don't
my.
like them at all.
You don't like the third person perspective.
I know.
do you?
The game itself is fantastic. I don't want to
It was just something more original. I mean, it came up with an original style story, but third person, I thought it was great.
I liked it.
I really enjoyed
Storyline was good.
Yeah, you want
The
that.
story was
I mean, even as a
fantastic.
PlayStation guy, you want to have other consoles succeed because if they're not both trying to beat them, be better than the next one, we're
What's
the one
the
that
point?
loses.
Yeah, without competition, it's not a good situation.
Sure.
You need the competition.
Nah. I got nothing on that one. I still don't like it.